Hey everyone, Tony D'Amato here, SRG Consulting. As my son would say, let's go! Anyway, that generation, man. Got those new catchphrases that we had our own in back in my day. Anyway, real quick, I was talking to a buddy of mine this morning and we're having this conversation. And it's amazing. I've known Chris now for 37 years. And we get into these conversations that we never thought we would have been having years ago, right? As kids, because we grew up together. And, we're talking about our kids and the living trusts and, basically putting stuff together and making sure everybody's protected and on and on and on. And, it's amazing because there's some people that I deal with that's very important to, and that's cool. And there's other people I deal with that could care less. They don't care about that. They don't want to leave a legacy behind. They don't have a trust. They don't have a will. And their mentality is, you know what, let the kids figure it out. Okay, it's all good. Okay, that's your deal. That's your deal. But the crazy part about it is it doesn't take a lot of money or time to set that up so they don't have to go through probate and don't have to go through all the hassle and do all the stuff with assets and, and figure everything out once you're gone. We rolled out a program specifically designed to help people like 3 weeks ago called Legacy Safeguard. It's a free service. It's all online. You get your own login and password. You put all your information together. It's an automated system, and you file it, and you're all set, and you're good to go. And it gives you step-by-step instructions on how to do it. I just even instructions of putting people, in burial plots as something, happens later in life. The reason this is so important, just to me personally, is I've seen this happen time and time again with friends and family, where they have situations they haven't done this. Nobody's prepared. It goes through probate. It's a giant mess. The family suffers through it. They get torn apart. Okay, over petty, childish things, but it happens. Prime example. We've had lifelong friends that ladies, she's basically had a homestead for 5 generations. Okay, up in South Dakota, and she turned 50, and 2 weeks after her 50th birthday, she died. Now, nobody expected that. Nobody knew there was any problems, no health issues, nothing, just completely out of the blue. She passed away in her sleep, like 2 weeks after her 50th birthday. Tragic, very, very sad, but the terrible part about it is she was the beneficiary of the actual homestead, and here's the biggest problem. 20 years ago, she got married. And then a year later, everybody assumed that she got divorced. Well, she never technically got divorced. The guy never came around again until she died. And now their 5th generation homestead is threatened because you got some schmuck coming around going, hey, by the way, I'm still married, and that's legally mine. Okay, now you got to fight that. Now you got to go through probate. Now you got to go through all the family heirlooms and all this stuff. It's a nightmare. It's a mess. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's going to go through that. But at the same time, if you're not prepared, your kids, I've had cases where the parents died, the last parent died in the house that kids were raised in, childhood home, and 4 siblings wound up fighting over the property for 4 years. Because they didn't have everything spelled out in the will, and it wasn't defined. In the trust, and they didn't have a trust. The will was incomplete. There was no trust. And the kids were fighting over the property that they all grew up in, as kids for 4 years. 4 years of your life you're dealing with BS. Why? It takes a couple hours to fill out the paperwork, do your stuff, file it, be done, and you save everybody an enormous amount of pain and crap. And it's free. We're giving it to you for free. We do it for free. Okay, attorneys, if you have assets, they'll charge you $5,000. We don't want to do that. Okay, that's BS. You're filling out your own paperwork, and all you got to do is file it. Why would anybody charge you any money to do that? Does that make sense? Anyway, it's one of the services we provide. Check it out. It's called Legacy Safeguard. If you want information on it, I'd be more than happy to send you the information on it. Contact me at srgwealth.com, or you can reach me at 623-462-3500 at any time. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. God bless. Take care and have an amazing day.